I am David Updike, and I am the proprietor of Jaylynn Studios. 1972 was the first year I worked in it. 1976 is when I owned it outright. I went to school for accounting, thought that business administration degree helped this, but my passion really is photography. I decided Utah was the place because there are so many families and there's so many opportunities to work with children and families and high school seniors and all that goes in that. And that's my real love. My passion is family photography first and everything that attaches to that, whether that's a missionary's picture or whether that's a high school senior graduating or whether that's a bride that's now several years beyond high school and looking for great photography. I think that the weddings here are absolutely fascinating. I think that family groups are typically a little larger and you get to entertain not just a mom and dad and one or two children, but often you have a whole range of ages, and it's pretty fun to see that you can catch perfection of a family that has a kid that's 19 and a kid that's 13 and a kid that's 6 and another baby that's an infant. I try to find out what it is that they're in love with, and if they're in love with how they look, then we'll capture them at a premier look perfect. If they want to feel like their family is the most important thing on earth, then I'm going to have them interacting with the children. Or perhaps it's an older family and you're getting just the love of the grandparents or the parents in the middle of the whole group. And there's some real passion in there where people are so grateful for the older generation and maybe have 3, 4, just took one with 5 generations the other day. And that was fun. You literally had great-great-grandma and you had every generation from there. And these people love each other and they respect each other. And I feel that we captured that such that it's there for eternity. It'll always be there for the next generation to look at.
What I would say about Jaylynn Photography is that, the appointments were on time, location was great, perfect time of day, wasn't too hot, and the leaves were changing, it was great.
One of the greatest things about photography is that you capture a moment in time and you preserve it for you as well as generations behind you. And a portrait can capture that. A portrait can capture real, genuine feelings, and it can last long beyond us.
Dave was great with the kids and very animated. Yeah. Getting the kids to smile is a hard thing. So if you can do that, yeah, I'm gonna call you up. It's great. It's a great experience.
There's not a day that goes by that somebody during a portrait session doesn't say something to the effect of, I didn't know this could actually be fun. I didn't realize this could be an enjoyable experience. We really are passionate about what we do, and we let that passion flow through the people. We're a little wound up so that they feel that emotion, and there's emotion occurring within them. We're perfectionists. We make certain that every detail is attended to, but not unnaturally. When we go there to fix a sweater or whatever the detail be, we're talking to the person and we're having a light time, and it's an enjoyable experience. We've been at it for most of our lives and have put 10, 20, 30 years into Jaylynn and the cover look. And in so doing, we're really passionate and really observers that are bringing out the best. I say that lightly perhaps, but there's nothing that matters more to me than capturing a family or a bride or a high school senior at their best, such that every detail as well as their feelings in here are showing. We really are passionate and capture passion in pictures. And it's an overdone word, I'm sure, but never do we just take a picture so that we record an image. We take a picture such that it's a lasting memory forever. In the instance of photographing for Dick and Debbie Norse, we knew that it was coming to the time that he was retiring. He wanted a picture with his family, and as we photographed he and his wife and the kids and their spouses and even the grandkids, it was just so fun to capture them such that there was real awe, I felt, in the children and the grandkids for their daddy or granddaddy. And at the same time, Dick Norse, as you know, is an extremely passionate man about what he does. And Debbie and Dick have this beautiful son that needed to be held a little bit because he's unstable on his legs. And here was Dick embracing his son And then Debbie reached up and touched her husband on the shoulder or around the neck a little bit, and it was just so passionate. And as you probably know, Dick is a very passionate guy in the way he delivers news and in the way he does anything. And it was so fun to see him in a place where nobody else was really capturing him except for his own family. And he loves that family, and they love him. The Norse family have a daughter that passed away recently, and of course there's so much feeling that they'd love to have her represented. Now, not everyone would do that, but they really felt like it was appropriate to bring her into this portrait, this family portrait that'll last for 100 or 200 years. And so we set it up with everything really working as a group, and then there was a space where she will meld in or fit in perfectly. It will look as though she were there that day. Our photos do speak volumes because there's the person's feelings as well as their looks all involved. I had a business person yesterday. She's probably 50 to 60 years old, and she said, "I've never had a great picture of me that expressed how I felt about my work." And we really did spend an hour making certain that we caught her at her best. And I wanted people to know that she really loves working in the mortgage industry. It's important to her. She's passionate in her own way about making certain that the client gets the best deal. And we caught her feeling good about how her interaction is with people. There was more than just a great picture. The picture spoke volumes of how she feels and what her idea is for the industry.
When we moved here from Hawaii, when we retired, we came to Jaylynn because we wanted to have some professional photos taken, since we were doing some classes that we wanted to promote. We came in and we had a very enjoyable time with the staff. The receptionist was wonderful, and people came and talked to us as we were waiting, and the time went by very fast. And then we went into a dressing room, changed our clothes and put on the clothes that we wanted to have for the pictures, and then went into another room where I had a makeover, which was just a delight. I've never had a makeover in my life, and I've never really learned how to use makeup, and I can't wait to go home now and experiment and see if I can do the same thing.
The cover look started in the 1980s, and we actually wanted to bring the glamour side of photography. And not only did we want to bring that, we wanted to bring the experience, tell these women that we can apply the makeup and do their hair and really, really enhance the photo. That makes a beautiful picture, having the makeup done right and the hairstyle. So we brought it here to the women of Utah and let them experience beautiful, enhanced portraits.
Cynthia was wonderful. She is very cordial and open, and I was a little nervous about having a makeover, but she set me at ease. I learned a lot from her, I think, just simply watching her, and her warm personality made it a delightful experience.
The cover look makes you feel really special. She takes you in a room and does your makeup and your hair, and she talks to you and makes you feel real comfortable. She likes to talk about her own writing that she likes to experiment with, and Sarah and I really enjoyed working with her and doing our photo shoot. And afterwards she has you almost like a pretzel, trying to get your pose in every different direction, and you start laughing and almost fall on your face, but you get up and smile again, and you really enjoy the way they turn out in your pictures.